0, 1, 2, 3. Let's get started.
Why am I so big? Why is it so big? It's not I want to get bigger. Why is this? What's happening? No. This is not. It's not the way it's supposed to look. That's weird. All these are weird. That's weird. No. You know what? There we go. It'll be a big circle. What are you beautiful tubers doing? Holy cow. Sorry, y'all. I thought I was making it. And then my rabbit tells me about the medicine. I was like, yeah, I'll get it. And oh man, my back hurts. We just got in, we had to do the yard. We got big thunderstorms tonight. Matter of fact, I was gonna show you guys. Have you seen anybody watching this? Is anybody in the line of fire here? Hang on. Oh, I don't know where my earbuds are. What do I do with my earbuds? Ah. All right. Hang on a second. Big tornadoes. We got storm watchers, all that stuff. It's crazy out here. How to do this, dude? And go.
No matter what. So if we do have discrete supercells at any point down there in the Mississippi River Valley, it's going to be very dangerous. We've been fortunate nothing's happened yet, really, to the extent that it's producing large tornadoes and stuff, but it could change. We're just going to
what's this right here? What's this right here?
In case something does happen. We are here for you.
That doesn't look good.
Tornado warning, by the way, in Wisconsin includes 747 people.
Okay.
We are
anyway, there's like 3,400 lightning strikes
and no matter
every
what happens with this tornado threat, we're going to have a widespread severe weather threat still. We have widespread damaging winds stretching from almost the Chicago suburbs down into southern Missouri. You can see the large slew of severe thunderstorm warnings that we currently have issued. This is a full map view here. Widespread severe warnings all across the board. We have 22 severe warnings. Most of them are in that area there.
We're facing
and we are going to be monitoring an increasing risk
we had
of
to get
tornadoes embedded in this line of thunderstorms
yard
as well.
all finished. And no, blows Saturdays. We have blow off Saturdays. Anyway, hey Darth Vader, how you doing?
Chat has Northwest Arkansas look for tomorrow's forecast.
Anyway,
damaging winds, large hail, and tornadoes all possible. I'd say the hail threat's the most
careful,
concerning
guys.
thing.
If you're in this line of stuff, where's my little mute thing? Where's the mute?
Got a pretty big surge of wind right now east of St. Louis. If there's an inflow that starts to come,
there you go. All right. Anyway, so that's what we're facing here. Golly, man, this is so crazy how big this is. Anyway, that's right, Max Velocity, not that other weird guy that Zach likes, right? So a little weird. His taste and weather. Anyway, what Darth Vader, you screwed up. How'd you screw up? How you doing, Shane? What's going on? T42, Side Eyes. Side Eyes is trouble. She is complete trouble. Holy cow. Did you know that? Wherever she goes, there's trouble. People tell me about it, and they're like, oh my gosh. Heather May, how are you doing? Hey, Foxy. Amy. What's going on, Amy? Mitchell, what is up? King Bob's here. How you doing, buddy? I hope you're feeling good tonight. You know what was weird? So I was driving back, and all of a sudden it felt like, hey Thomas, how you doing? What's happening? It felt like my left ankle, my Achilles, it was started to hurt. And now I hadn't done anything, right? I was driving. was like, why is that hurting? What's happening there? Yeah, I'll be up all night. I just do. I like storms. I had to be there for them. Evidence through emotion. How you doing? Oh, wait a second. I know that chick. I've seen her before. No, I'm not authentic. I'm not being authentic at all. Hey, you didn't get hit, did you? Courtney, how are you doing? Like all these Florida people, they're just like, nah, we just have this all the time. Debbie Joe, I'm here. I just have glue on my fingers. How you like this? Where you're sniffing it and you, I don't know. Does that ever happen to anybody? I don't sniff glue. I gave that up after I saw the movie Airplane. Yeah. No, just working on this channel. I didn't realize I was still over here. Well, you're there now. That's good. It's good to be. You wish you were getting the rain. So here's what's funny. I haven't watered my trees that I put in there. Hellfish! What is happening? The brick hit house demands a like for sure. Do I know what that means? See, this is what bothers me. Y'all come in now, and I wonder, like, wait a second, are you guys talking about, are you being funny? Because it sounds funny to me. Or are you talking about wiggle, 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 wiggle. Canton. Oh, that was Homer thinking there was a box. Man. I'm slow. What? You're missing your border? Yeah, I know. Where is it? I don't know where it is. It's gone. See, look, like I just have. So, like I usually just when I did this, I always tapped twice. No wonder it was weird today in the car. I can't see the background's back there. I just can't get to it. I don't know why it's doing this to me. It doesn't like me, is why. That's weird. Man, I chose some really stupid backgrounds. Oh, hey, what if I did that and then I did this? Oh, I'm over here on the side. Look at me. Hey, everybody. I don't have rounded corners anymore. What happened to when I was just a circle? I like that. I want to be a circle again. Where'd my circle go? There we are. Ah! Round, round, baby. Round, round. Being bigger, I see how bad it is. I need to shave. It's itchy now when I think about it. I took a shower. I had to take a shower with hydrogen peroxide. Squid, how you doing? Have you met the other you? Look at this. I have like 2 whiskers growing in right here. It's gonna drive me nuts. What is up with that? I don't like any of this. This didn't happen when I had my other layout. Anyway, guys, I'm sorry. I am sorry. So I had a good time. Brown Dog had a good time. He's tired right now. We got back, had to mow, and White Rabbit helped. It was amazing, very amazing. You going for the dirty stash? What was it? Dustin Diamond? Is that his name? Screech? No. My dog spins in circles when we leave the house, and I sing that song. My dog spins in circles when we come home. So, anyway, the ride up there, yeah, it was weird because usually every time I've done it before, I can look over. Like I really have my set up the way I like it. I hope the police don't care because it's like kind of in front of me. Why is it hot in here? Anyway, I couldn't see like the words that you guys were saying, and so I don't know if you had any questions. If you have any questions, please let me know. It's a bad. I can't grow facial hair. I have no hair on my body. I'm a dolphin. Okay, I really am. I have very little. I have no hair. I have very little. I don't even know my legs have hair anymore. They used to. Why did my legs have hair and they don't now? My legs were it's like they've been weird. You know, I'm not gonna say that anymore. Hey Diane, how you doing? I don't have any questions today. That's good. I can't grow a stash till I was 35. I used to put mascara on it in the army during No Shave November. This is as thick as I've ever gotten in No Shave November. What White Rabbit says is that it looks like a million ant, not even a million. She's like 100. She's like 100 ants crawled up on my face and died. She's the love of my life. My husband hates hair. I mean, I got plenty of hair on my head, but no hair on my body. I think stress maybe have changed one. Just one ant under your right now. It's wrong. It is. It is right here. Why? Why? She sounds special. What happens? I bet a White Rabbit she would also struggle. Some girls don't. That's that's a weird thing. I feel bad for them. Some girls have a lot of hair. It was a topic of discussion the other day, and I was like, "Oh, that's I didn't know that was a thing," but evidently, um, looks like got a lot of peach fuzz, like all over her face. You've never seen your husband's face without facial hair. Have you ever seen a girl that had facial hair side eyes? I mean, not like Florida facial hair, like because you got Ringling Brothers down there, like down in Sarasota. The Yak woman, she was a really nice lady. Wait, hold on. No, the Yak woman's the one with the horns. Is the bearded lady? Bearded lady. Um, but anyway, it's a weird thing. It's a weird anomaly. We're talking about you have. It's almost like watching ZZ Top. That makes sense. From Underbear. From Underbear. What? Now I can't unsee the ant. I know. I'm sorry. I could go pluck it. Here's some tweezers. Why? It's like 4 hairs that are real thick. Yeah, it's weird. I was so excited. I started like right here. I started getting like dark hair. I was like, oh, cool. I'm finally hitting puberty. That's it. As a kid, as a little expert, little baby expert, I had the blondest hair, like bleach blonde hair. And it's summertime. It gets light. I mean, it doesn't get that light anymore, but I know like when I have it real short, it'll start getting I spent a lot of time out one summer. I started freaking out. I was like, wait a minute, why does my hair look so light? I thought something was happening to it, but no, my hair's I'm very thankful for the hair. Um Diane, I appreciate you, and I just wish you could have been part of this conversation. But that's over with. We're not talking about that anymore. No, ma'am. What we're going to talk about is I want to finish up the because I already streamed this afternoon. I don't want to take a lot of y'all's time. I mean, I know it's bad. Because I'm really getting excited about going forward with Dollywood. My mind is racing. I'm trying to catch up to it. There's so many things. There's like these little ideas that I keep having, I want to do, and I think it's probably a little too professional, but I I figured out how to be able to do a 360 view recording of the show. Problem is, wouldn't have StreamYard. It'd have to be on YouTube, and then so I wouldn't be able to pull up chats. And I like pulling up chats not because I like you guys being part of what we're talking about. So wait, where's that thing at? Oh, it's down here. Hang on. Sorry. I got lost where I was. And it reset where we were. Do you guys remember where we were the other day? I think we were almost done. We're like in the 30s. Yay. Oh, yes, it came up. Well, that's perfect. Do you see how bright that is? Holy cow, this is going to be horrible. I'm going to have to turn down my screen to 0. Share screen and look at this. Beautiful. Holy cow. Look how bright that is. Doesn't help that I'm wearing it's not really a white shirt, but it's white-ish. It leans to the white colors. It's a little off-white. Do you know what I'm saying? Like what color off-white is? Melissa Jane, you're driving. I was driving today. That's so weird. We were driving like at the same time on different parts of the dirt. You're on that side of the dirt. I'm on this side of the dirt. Dirt being earth. That's what it translates to. I fell asleep at page 20. I think you were the one that made Emily come over too. She watched it. She's like, I'm trying to figure out why people were telling me I had to come over. And I'm like, I don't know. They're messing with you. Oh, geez. Hey, you know what? Let me kind of tell you guys real quick. So, uh, Costco, if you got a Costco, it's not brine. It's not shredded. It's mashed potatoes, and it's not meatloaf. I love their meatloaf, but it's braised beef and meatloaf. Oh, that's good, y'all. That's good. But I'll tell you what, after you eat it, oh, it puts a hurt on you. It does, man. Yeah, my stomach right now is fighting it. It's the you know what it's like? It's like eating turkey. You know, like you have Thanksgiving dinner, you want to go to sleep afterwards. That's what this is like. And I just had that. Hey, Traveling Fools, how you doing, buddy? Do you have any questions while I see you in chat? Traveling Fools, y'all, is you guys, if you're not subscribed to him, go subscribe to him. He does a lot of trivia. He's gonna be effing on Dollywood. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be so awesome. Um, but if you have any questions about the whole thing, send some of that rain our way. Well, it's going that way. It's good. It's going that way. But yeah, I think I showed everybody where it's what is it? It's Cedar Bluff, the paper mill is really the best places to go. And let me do this real quick. And bump, bump. All right, here you go. Oh, why did that do that? I don't know. And I do have to do. I got one thing I got to do. I just realized I need to get a new fan. I like to run my electronics cool. Oh, thank you, T. You beat me. So I have my my laptop. It has fans in it and all that stuff. They never kick on because it's not that hot, I guess, whatever. Anyway, when I feel like it's just a little bit warm, I like to turn on the fans. Braised beef and meatloaf aren't those two main dishes? No, it's braised. Did I say meatloaf? I meant potatoes. Mashed potatoes with braised beef. Oh, it's so good. I put it in a bowl and I put the mashed potatoes in. I put the beef over the top. It's got mushroom, like gravy. Holy cow. Oh, I was like 5 bites I should have stayed away from. I should have stayed away from those 5, last 5. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Darth Vader's right here in the chat, right? I just saw him. Right here is Darth Vader. I am scared that if I go to Patron Fortune, I may fall in love with Jeff Montgomery and miss my life forever. Wait, I don't listen to country music. I don't know who you're talking about. Sorry. But you know what we do know? We got I mean, where's Darth Vader in the US? I think Darth Vader is Greenland. Let's say Greenland. I was talking about Greenland earlier. I don't Pemizzle? Pemizzle shit nizzle. I do know Snoop Dogg. I like a couple of like I don't go seeking out Snoop Dogg, but Blue Dog loves, like some stuff. There you go. See, I knew it was Greenland. Ha ha. Is this where we were? I think so. I'm pretty sure we were. Okay. The run to Reed's retrial in July 1st of 24, mistrial was declared in Reed's first trial. I remember it was July 1st. I remember thinking to myself, can you imagine, like, she gets to celebrate 4th of July, a free woman. Like, that is just got to be, it's got to be amazing feeling for her. It's just unbelievable. After 8 jurors decided that Reed was guilty, oh, there you go. But 4 juries disagreed. Jurors disagreed. Yeah, that's how it works. That's how it works. Following the deadlock, the Commonwealth announced its intention to retry the case. Kearney and Reed persisted in their defamation campaign against the plaintiffs. Guys, it's so crazy how long this is. For example, on July 24, Kearney, I know I said it wrong. Turtleboy hosted a live show from outside the courtroom during a pretrial hearing. The video, which is set outside the courthouse, depicts Turtleboy confronting a police officer who is directing Turtleboy away from an individual whom the court had restrained Turtleboy from contacting. Wait, they did so in the second trial they did a restraint, like a restraining order or a distance order. I'm sad to say that I have a trade show at Mohegan Sun that same week. What's Mohegan Sun? Are you going to that sounds like a casino. Are you going to an Indian reservation? You get your peace pipe smoked, your wigwam worked, whatever it is they do. I don't know what they do. They play poker, video poker. Is that what's happening? Yes, yes. Well, we're gonna have to get some Snoop going for you. Turtleboy had an order in Krusty. Are you talking about Krusty's a casino in Connecticut? What'd he order? What did Turtleboy order? I mean, a lot of casinos have good food. That'd be cool. All right. Turtleboy proceeded to harass other supporters of the O'Keefe family outside the courthouse by saying they're just supporting cop killers. They're supporting the cop killing McAlberts. That's what they're here to do. These are cop killing McAlberts. These are people supporting cop killers who murdered John O'Keefe. He proceeded to harass other supporters of the O'Keefe family. And then he starts saying that the McAlberts, that's not. They killed John O'Keefe in cold blood. They murdered him. They murdered John O'Keefe in cold blood. He asked the bystanders, "Are you proud to support cop killers like the McAlberts?" He continued, "I didn't kill someone like Jim McCabe, Brian Albert, and they all did. I didn't kill anyone, but they did. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. They murdered." This seems like it doesn't sound like something you would say outside. Usually it's like a organized chant. Do we like our protesters to have organized chants, or is it random chanting? I don't know. July 29th of 24, Turtleboy published part 382 of his Can't Cover Up series. In this post, Turtleboy explains, "I've been fighting for justice for John in the last 15 months. I sacrificed my freedom for that. But because the O'Keefe family can't get over their hatred for Karen Read, and they have too much pride to admit that they've been conned by John's killers, they want me to rot in prison." Turtleboy also explained that the reason he faced witness intimidation charge was because I'm standing up for justice for John, and because I have questioned the people who the evidence shows murdered John. On August 17th, 24, Turtleboy hosted his weekend live show on YouTube. In his show, Turtleboy discussed a documentary about Scott Peterson's involvement in Lacey Peterson's murder in 2002. Turtleboy stated that it's how I view the McAlberts, the same way these reporters view Scott Peterson. I view the McAlberts. I didn't view the McAlberts as witnesses. I view them as murderers because they are, like they're effing murderers. They put this in my charging document. So let me say it again in case I wasn't clear the first 1,000 times that I've said this. The McAlberts murdered John O'Keefe. They did. The McAlberts murdered John O'Keefe because it wasn't Karen Read. And I've been told somebody told me to read the what's that called? I really need to get my brain worked on. I gotta get it cleared out. Fixing my typos. Krusty Panties is ordered to stay away from the turtle, and she was blocking his path, and he asked the police to have her moved, please. Oh, okay. That makes so much more. That makes a lot more sense. Now I can follow it. Footnotes. I couldn't think of the word footnotes. Holy. Oh, good. The air conditioner kicked on. Sarah, how you doing? Footnote. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I didn't see this earlier. The papers are mistaken. These papers. Yes, what Hellfish says is correct, despite what he said earlier about my wonderful country. Oh, I didn't see that part. What about Greenland? Oh my gosh. All right. You guys listen. Like Darth Vader, I'm making fun of you. Okay. I'm not making fun of Canada or anything else. I do this stuff. Everybody needs to know this. Like, I do this stuff because I know it sounds weird, but I like to deflect a lot of stuff and confuse the whole narrative. I don't want to be part of a search, and I don't want an AI to ever be able to find something and, like, see a chat thing where it'd be like, "Oh, well, we found out that Darth Vader is here," I don't know why I'm even telling you all this. I think y'all have figured it out by now, but I love it, and I'm always like, "Oh, it's over here." And then I'll tell you, sometimes I do get completely confused because I swear Broken Baker's from the Netherlands. I swear, I think this Denmark thing is a made up thing. That looks like a stick that you put into dog poop. That's how that word looks to me. Where am I? I totally got lost. Oh, that's the wrong one. There it is. All right. Thank you, Hellfish. Oh, by the way, Hellfish Valhalla said that you were sending something, and I was like, I haven't been to the post office box in forever, so I don't know if I'm supposed to go or not, but Valhalla did tell me that. Um, on September 14th, Turtleboy, host of the weekend live show, stated, "Think about how much this has cost the Commonwealth, all to protect Jennifer McCabe, all to protect her, a murderer. Let me be very clear about this. I haven't a million effing times. Jennifer McCabe is a murderer. Like, full stop. That's it. She's a murderer. She did it. She actively participated in the murder of John Keefe. I can't stress that enough. I'm begging them to sue me if it's not true. They haven't done it yet. She actively participated in the murder of John Keefe." I'm surprised that they didn't like italicize this. I'm begging them to sue me if it's not true. Well, you have to wish for. On the 18th, October 18th of 24, Reed publicly acknowledged for the first time her longstanding relationship with Turtleboy in an interview given to Dateline NBC. Does anybody watch Dateline? Reed admitted to speaking with Turtleboy on the phone almost every day for like 20 minutes. On January 20th of 25, Turtleboy published part 466 of his Canton cover-up series in response to a claim by one of McCabe's friends that she was harassed by a turtle rider, the name for Turtleboy's followers. In public, Turtleboy stated, "The fact that Jennifer McCabe has to cover her face in public like this because everywhere she goes, people immediately see her face and recognize her as a cop killer. It's a great thing." I've heard that she covers up her face for another reason. It doesn't fool me. He lives in Tennessee. Yeah, it's right down the road. Colleen, how you doing? I think they only pulled the suit because sexual defamation was up, so file it or lose it. It's trash. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. I'm sorry, guys. Hang on here. I didn't need to turn on my nighttime no notifications. Do not disturb. Sorry. I ah somebody knew I was streaming. They sent me a joke. And that was Where are we? I wish I'd gone to Massachusetts last year. That was my last chance to ever go. I was like, wow, what a great state. How beautiful is this? Look, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm at Fenway. How cool is all this stuff? This is so awesome. I'm gonna go to Cheers. I love Cheers. It's such nice people. Woody, he was so nice. He was from Indiana. Sam, Mayday Malone. I mean, all this stuff would be. A hurricane's coming. What is this expert's homework? Oh, I'm glad you said that. I was halfway through the homework. Oh, Sarah. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so glad you said that. So, I've got 2 more things to do. Oh, boy, I'm glad you told me that. What? I'm not allowed. Sunshine. Sunshine, you coming to Dollywood? Be a lot more fun if you did. Some of you just say things and just I can tell like your avatars and you're in the when you say something, I'm like, oh, that's totally them. And it makes me laugh. I just love it. Oh, hey, speaking of avatars, Diane, I talked to Tom Gill. Well, he was live the other morning. Oh yeah, speaking of avatars, look at this. He's taking the his veil off. They're just saying about being a double bagger, Zach. I don't know if you've heard that before. Bull and Finch bar named to Cheers after the show started. Oh, but was that the location though? Was that you know what I'm saying? Go to, oh wait, hold on, wait. Go to Massachusetts. I don't think I'm allowed there. Like I'm not allowed in New Zealand. I'm not allowed in. It's weird. It's so weird. On April 24th, 25, ABC released an episode of Impact Nightline in anticipation of Reed's trial, which featured interviews with Reed and Jackson and Reed's attorney Jackson. I love how I say Reed and Jackson, and the next sentence is Reed's attorney Jackson. This should have been clarified here. Anyway, Reed's attorney Jackson stated, referring to the plaintiffs, there are people in that house that are actually responsible for his death and who murdered him, and there are others in the house who are covering up that murder. Jackson, who specifically refers to McCabe as being involved in the cover-up, something it was going on with John laying in that snow in that front yard. This means that there was a cover-up. John was murdered inside the house. His body was placed outside, and Jeffrey McCabe knows this. Knows they don't sue the attorney. On April 1st, April Fool's Day, the second trial carry began. I didn't know that it started on April Fool's Day. Oh my gosh. Of course it did. Of course it did. Because this isn't real. None of this happened. This is all make believe. And you guys are all in it together. At the end, it's going to be a big surprise. I'm just gonna shut up now and act like I don't realize this is a surprise. I'll be shocked. Okay, I'll act talking like, oh my gosh, it's a surprise. I never saw it coming. Because this is you guys. Okay, I love you guys. This is awesome. O'Keefe's mother testified. Turtleboy reacted on a weekday live show by stating she's on the side of evil. He argued that O'Keefe's mother is proudly friends with the people who quite obviously killed her son. Like, if that were my mother and I was killed, my mother would be looking for answers. And she wouldn't be like, yeah, I'm just going to be easily manipulated. I mean, Jim McCabe is a master manipulator. She's real good at fooling stupid people. And she's very lucky that the guy she helped kill John O'Keefe was surrounded. Shouldn't there be a comma after the word kill? John Keefe was surrounded by a lot of stupid people. Like, there's a lot of stupid people in John's life. You know, if you're around stupid people, it makes you look smarter. But I don't want to be the smartest one. Could you imagine if you're like, say, like in a Walmart and a natural catastrophe happened and you had the highest education level in there? That people might look to you for leadership. I don't want that responsibility. I don't want to lead the Walmart people to safety. I'll be just fine. I just won't be left alone. Only Annie Bev makes Crawl 2.0 start on April 1st. I knew it. I knew it. Don't worry, I'll still play along. But I don't believe any of this is real. KDD. What's going on? KDD. How you done? Wait. Or just really stupid for surrounding yourself with stupid people. Just like, well, Amy, come on now. We got to play along the game, okay? We can't say, you can't break the rules here because all this is so serious. It's so real. Oh my gosh. This is so made up. On April 25th, 25, the Turtleboy took to X in response to the post claiming that the free Karen Read movement should be ashamed of the way they treated O'Keefe's mother. Turtleboy replied, "Your friends murdered this woman's son. Every pain she's feeling right now is a direct result of the McAlberts and Brian Higgins murdering John O'Keefe. You proudly call these people friends. Nothing you say or think matters at all." Despite quite literally engaging in divisive language, Turtleboy later posted on X, "The idea that the Canton community is divided is a lie. The media spreads, it's a lie. The media spreads to make it sound like there are two equal competing sides to the Karen Read case. There's no divide. There is the vast majority who knows to make Albert murdered John O'Keefe." Read herself also published more defamatory statements regarding the plaintiffs during her retrial. On May 1st of 25, following McCabe's testimony, Read spoke to reporters outside the courthouse about McCabe, claiming another witness, another instance of perjury, or instances, I'd say, referring to McCabe. Read didn't say she is lying. Okay, like, that's not how defamation works. I'm pretty sure. Like, defamation's really hard to prove. Okay, like it seems like really easy, but I mean, there's so many. You have to have an audience that believes it, you know? You have to prove damages. That's the end of it. You have to prove damages. What damages did they do? Oh, they damaged my good name. I don't know you had a good name. Does that have a monetary value to it? It's not like you're making up. Oh, speaking of Dateline, it's not like you're making up lies about Chevrolet. Okay. You guys ever hear about that? Dateline? They said Chevy trucks blow up in side impacts, and they rigged the trucks on TV to blow up, and they didn't tell anybody. Yeah, it was all a lie. It's all make believe. None of this seems to be defamation. No. I mean, defamation is just think about the simple things, right? You have to have intent, and you have to have damages. That's the start and the end. What's this? Where's the intent? Eh, That's like saying that you know what? She on the countersuit and said, "You said I was a murderer." Oh my gosh, think about that. I mean, you can't sue for testimony. Wait, hold on. Maybe you can. Has that been tried? Can you sue somebody for what they said on a witness stand? Ooh, I think you can. Why not? You can sue for anything. You're going to bed. Don't send you anywhere weird later. No, I won't send you anywhere. You know how to hold a grudge. Is Baker's name Grudge? All right. Is there? Is there? If you lie on a witness stand, I don't know. I can't tell you right now. I don't have a. Oh man, that's this joke that was in space. So disgusting. So disgusting. We're going to figure that one out. Let's see here. Where my thing go? Then on May 8th of 25, Kearney went live outside the courthouse wearing a t-shirt with a still of McCabe on the stand. He explained that she was walking the excuse me, y'all. That last drink of Diet Coke, and I've got more, so I'll be that braised beef and the Diet Coke are giving me indigestion. I apologize. Yeah, it's weird. Dr. Pepper doesn't do that to me. Diet Coke does. Oh, it's got a lot more gas in it. He was walking the periphery of the buffer zone and hoped to not be in violation with the shirt on. He went around speaking to protesters outside the courthouse with people coming from as far as California and Georgia. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so wild. That's so crazy. People stopped to take pictures with him and people handed him money, to which he responded, people just give me cash. It's nice. Yeah, it is nice to just get cash. I don't like to be handed things. That's Reed knew that her statements regarding McCabe and others, like that some type of statements she fed to Turtleboy, were untrue and were intended to deflect from her own culpability. During the retrial, the prosecution presented footage of an interview with Reed and Yannetti. During the interview, Reed acknowledged that she previously expressed concern to Yannetti that she was responsible for O'Keefe's death. And then when I hired Dave Yannetti, I asked him those questions the night of January 29th, like, David, what if, I don't know, what if I ran over his foot or over what I clipped him in the knee and he passed out and want to care for himself and he threw up or passed out? And David said, then yeah, you have some element of culpability. It's a hypothetical. You're allowed to ask hypotheticals. I don't like to talk in hypotheticals. I mean, I do it all the time, but I don't like to answer hypotheticals. Looked it up. Generally, absolute immunity applies. You can be charged with perjury, though. Yeah. I mean, you can. I'm not. I'm just thinking. I'm not thinking like, how can you get around that? How can you get around it? Oh, sure didn't even have Jen on it. It was Julie. Is that the daughter? People are traveling from other countries? No way. I would love to talk to somebody who did that. White Rabbit likes Diet Coke or Pepsi, but you like Dr. Pepper? No. My wife, first of all, she would never speak to you again if you accused her of drinking Pepsi. No, she likes Coca-Cola. And I like Dr. Pepper, but I'm fat enough as it is. So I don't want to be fat. I'm working out and I'm trying to get back into my fighting shape. And it's a sucky time. So I'm drinking Diet Cokes. Well, I don't need to drink all that sugar and stuff. I don't. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Kristen, how you doing? What's going on, babe? Kimberly Ray, how are you? I mean, seriously, how are you? I'm so proud of you. I really am. I wish I was more like you. Yeah. There's always a way to get around it. Just the right question hasn't been asked yet. Plutzy v. Ferguson. Think about that. All the land. Had to think of a way to get around it. Holy moly, 25 months, best chat in the tubes. Yo, this is a testament to you guys. 25 months. You are 2 months away from turning 3. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Two months away from being 3. Then you'll be able to drive. Proud of you for doing your homework. This isn't my homework. I only did half of the homework. I have 2 things I have to do. We might be able to watch it tonight. It's 2. Oh, yeah, I think it's 2 videos. You guys, it's like songs, I think. I think it's songs. Unusual. She's guilty. She's going to hell. Turtleboy in prison. Losers. Well, she's innocent, though. So how's she going to prison? And I mean, really, you really don't want Turtleboy going to prison because, like, if that happened, then that means like a lot of things are kind of wrong with Massachusetts' ideals of constitutional guarantees. So, I mean, it's a catch-22. You know, if you don't like them, well, you know, the best thing to do is pick up a hobby. You know, just ignore them. I mean, it kind of sucks for you though, because like, you know, like Karen, like she has that name, Karen, you know, like, oh, there's like we got another Karen talking to the manager. So you're always gonna be reminded of her. Have you tried drinking heavily? That used to be my answer to everything. Now I don't suggest it. I don't suggest it because I talked before. I was like, you know, I think like the person we're not talking about here is John. He was really trashed. He had a 0.3 BAC. So if he hadn't had a drink that night, would he have died? You know, I just there's so many things, but we don't play in what ifs. We play in what's happening right now. So I hope you're having a good time. Unusual. I love your avatar, the little alien. I love that alien. Why are aliens little green men? But they have long fingers, which isn't good. That's I guess why they do the whole probing thing. But anyway, here unusual. I know what that is. Courtney's make the chat better. I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh. All right. See what's going on. Moreover, when Commonwealth's closing argument, the Commonwealth showed a clip and from an interview with Reed in the HBO documentary. Closing argument. The Commonwealth showed a clip with a smirk on her face. Well, hold on. This is in trial, though. I thought that has immunity, doesn't it? Reed explains the closest I've said was, did I hit him? I know I said I hit him, but did I really say it as many times as law enforcement is claiming I said it? Kearney posted a video on June 4th. Turtleboy posted a video recapping day 27 of the retrial in response to the testimony of Brian Foghorn Longhorn, a plowed driver who testified on the defense's behalf. Turtleboy said, I run Can, I'm Mayor Can, I'm the most powerful person Can. Lucky you don't have to worry about them anymore. The big wolf is dead. I slayed them. The McCabe's and Albert started nothing. Well, wait a second, though. He didn't say this. That's being implied. I slayed them. They're nothing. Representing the McCabes and the Alberts, he continued, they're peeing their pants every single day, counting down the days of their freedom. 80s. How you doing, man? What's up? Out and about. How are you? She's grateful for her freedom because she knows that she's going to spend a significant amount of time in federal prison, and it's going to be glorious when that happens. On June 18th of 25, immediately following the conclusion of the retrial, Turtleboy was interviewed by NBC 10 in Boston. During the interview, he said, the people who murdered John O'Keefe are out there. They're the McCabes and the Alberts, and John O'Keefe went into their home and never came out alive, and they threw him on the lawn like trash. Wait a second. Hang on a second. We may have a case against Turtleboy. We may have one. Turtleboy is he throws his trash out in the yard. You're not supposed to do that, man. Don't throw your trash out in the yard. Oh my gosh. You know what? I mean, it sucks, man. I had to pick up. It makes me so mad. I'm like, how does a random piece of paper get on your lawn? And you're up there and you're like, I gotta stop the lawnmower, go around, pick that up. It makes me so angry. Oh, I say angry because I'm lazy. Wait, who stole pizza? Who did what? I saw Hellfish Haven say he stole pizza. I'm like, why? Did you go to the waterfall? No, it's not the waterfall. They don't have pizza. None of these places have got. Oh my gosh. Do you have your suit cleaned for your birthday? You gotta wear a clean suit. Sorry, I made myself laugh. I apologize. When asked if he felt responsible for the verdict, Turtleboy explained that he was responsible for the social media aspect of it. He also explained that he'd like to think that some of the evidence that was presented to the jury court was a result of his journalism and his influence and his activism online. He also applauded himself for conducting standouts, putting up billboards all over Norfolk County for free care and read, and make it impossible for people not to know about the case. Turtleboy was also asked who killed John O'Keefe, to which he responded, the people inside Brian Albert's house, dude. I don't know who exactly delivered the fatal blow, but Brian Albert was in there. Colin Albert was in there. Brian Higgins was in there, and the dog was in there. Oh my gosh, that dog gets. You know what? What's the dog's name? Chloe. I'm gonna start blaming everything on my dog. Brown dog did it. We don't. Brown dog did it. MJ, you're back. Melissa's back. Back again. Oh no. Hold on. What flavor was it? Because I went to stopped at a gas station today, and they had 3 pepperoni pizzas sitting in the. What's that thing that woman called it? You know, the pancakes and waffles lady. She's the heat window or whatever. I forget how she worked, but it's the warmer. The warmer. There's 3 pieces, man. They just came out of the oven. I wanted to slice so bad. You know what I did instead? I got in the car and I messaged White Rabbit. I said, "Hey, have you thought about anything for dinner?" And she said, "No, I'm probably just gonna eat some chips." I'm like, "Should have got me that pizza. Should have got me that pizza." In a way, White Rabbit stole my pizza. It was pepperoni. Did I mention that? It was that flavor. Oh wow. Hang on, I'm way far behind. Oh, it was pepperoni and sausage. He eats everything in the house. What do you want on your tombstone? Pepperoni and sausage. Danielle, how you doing? Who's Jessica Hyde? Pancakes. The fish was the biggest thing in the picture? Okay, I missed a lot of stuff here. Okay. Let's get back to this. Putting up billboards all over Norfolk, blah, blah, blah. Who delivered the fatal blow to John? They did it. On June 19th of 25, Turtleboy posted a live YouTube video discussing the retrial within the first 10 seconds of Turtleboy being on camera. He remarked that they were already over 10,000 people streaming the video. He hustled the listeners to subscribe to his page, and within the first 5 minutes, he had surpassed 143 subscribers on his YouTube channel. But, well, he didn't get them all that day. 35 minutes into the program, Turtleboy explained that over 20,000 people were watching the live stream, and it was the biggest show we've ever had. He explained that if they had a message that they wanted him to read aloud to everybody, they could donate to him using the link attached to the chat, and they could pay whatever amount of money they want, and they could write a message. For example, an individual. Oh my gosh, this is so cringy. For example, where'd it go? To him, you can put whatever they want. Message. For example, an individual by the name of Oksana sent him $150 to say, "You did it, Turtleboy. You did it. You stared down an entire system built on lies and corruption and intimidation, and you never blinked. Karen Reed walks free." You know what? That seems like a good $150. $150, and there's 20,000 people get that message. That's cheaper than a billboard. And then you gotta say Oksana. Look, Oksana is now named here. Oh my gosh! I wish I had known this was going on. If it were real, but we all know it's not. This whole thing's fake, and you guys have me trapped in here. But anyway, oh, an individual named Allison sent him $10 to say, "I can't imagine the pride and emotion you felt seeing all your hard work come to fruition." During the same program, Turtleboy admitted that when the jurors came in after deliberating, but before announcing the verdict, two of the jurors looked at him and smiled at him. Turtleboy also admitted that he was invited to the celebration dinner with Reed and her defense team after the verdict. At the dinner, Turtleboy and Reed posed for the picture below, mocking Colin Albert. Turtleboy then posted a photograph on X. He acknowledged that he and Reed had spoken about recreating the picture with the same caption over 2 years prior. Well, they didn't do it right. That's see the fist. There, they look like they're gonna punch each other. Here, there's like they're both right. He needs to have his arm around her, or she needs to be on the other side. Yeah, they had 2 years. 2 years and they messed that up. Come on, people. You got 2 years to do. It's a great picture, though. It's a great picture. I want to tell them, like, you guys, you're suing them for defamation notice. Like, look at that picture. They had 2 years to do it right. They messed it up. Like, really? Defamation is what you got? You couldn't get a conviction. They can't even take a picture, right? You know, come on. Be like, do you guys really want the internet to realize how stupid y'all are? Because look, man, you put it out here. You're out here showing it. They trolled you. They trolled you by celebrating. Oh my gosh, that's a great picture, though. I'm so glad. Now I understand what it means. Oh. Weren't you just talking about your husband earlier? Wasn't he Harry or something? Oh yeah, yeah. He was like that dude in the Goonies. Truffle Shuffle. Yeah, we like to see his doctor's report. All right. On November 2nd, 25, Turtleboy hosted his weekend live show in which he reacted to a podcast, and he had previously appeared speaking about the Reed case. In the podcast, Turtleboy admitted that he protected Karen Reed, that he lied to the Boston Magazine about their relationship. He explained the Reed's team did not want to be publicly associated with him. They wanted him to do the work of getting the story out there about what the McAlberts have done. He admitted that he understood. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Breaking news right here. Breaking news. Everyone wants to see Zach's stretch marks. Wiggle, 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 yeah. 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 What happened? So he lied to the Boston Magazine. In the same video, Turtleboy also admitted he approached McCabe in the past to ask her questions at the direct request of. Really? On January 12th of 26, Reed participated in her first podcast interview since her criminal trial ended with Rotten Mango. Do I know about that? Wait, that was this year, wasn't it? When asked, what do you think happened to John Keefe? Reed responded that he entered the house at 34 Fairview and much sooner than later met his demise. She bluntly concluded that someone in that house killed John O'Keefe, referring to the plaintiffs. The impact of Turtleboy and Reed's conspiracy every day since the April 18th of 23, with the defamation campaign began, the plaintiffs and their families have been harassed and tormented as a result of Turtleboy and Reed's unlawful conspiracy to defame them. The plaintiffs have become prisoners in their own communities, besieged by Turtleboy and others who have been duped by Turtleboy and Reed to believe in the plaintiffs are murderers. The defendants have deliberately employed these false narratives about O'Keefe's murder and the plaintiffs' families as part of a marketing scheme that has brought Turtleboy substantial personal income. Turtleboy has an audience of hundreds of thousands of followers. He has, what is his? Hang on here. So I thought, okay, I was really surprised. They said he passed 140,000. I thought he had 140 some thousand when I met him or learned of him in December. And he has 160,000 now. 163,000. So isn't that funny that they were like, like, he had 20,000 people in his stream and he has 140 some thousand subscribers. And Vision, how you doing? So yeah, but anyway, he's like, oh, he has over 20,000 people in the stream. They're trying to build up the hyperbole that like how big he is and all stuff. But yet he's only grown 20,000 since then. I mean, now don't get me wrong, that's a huge growth spurt. But it just, to me, it's when you see the totality of like everything they're saying, trying to implement him and stuff, that it doesn't is not as impressive in real life as they make it look like in this document. That makes sense. I mean, it's very impressive. Don't get me wrong. I think it's. I mean, the dude has his niche. He's got it figured out. He's great at it. But I look at things two ways. One is the legal way, and the other is the YouTubey way. You know, and I don't think a lot of people look at it from the creator side. You only hear people talk about the creator stuff, and that's I'd rather talk about that probably than anything. Hmm. And that makes sense to me. Defendants have delivered and employed false narratives, part of a marketing scheme, brought substantial income, hundreds of thousands, sorry. As a result of the defendant's campaign, the plaintiffs have been forced to endure malicious and cruel abuse at the hands of ruthless and unscrupulous people on a regular basis. The plaintiffs have faced physical confrontation and harassment at their personal residences, their place of business, and their children's extracurricular activities. The plaintiffs have also sustained a barrage of harassment and verbal assaults on social media throughout Read's trials. Turtleboy and his followers harassed the plaintiffs as they reported to court to serve as witnesses. The harassment is so extreme that the judge ordered a buffer zone around the courthouse to protect those inside. Turtleboy and his followers chanted "cop killers" as the plaintiffs walked by and shouted "Free Karen Read" all day. Oh, hey, let's jump down here. Causes of action. Count one, defamation and defamation per se. As to defendant Read, the paragraphs above are incorporated and alleged as if fully set forth herein. In repeatedly publishing false statements asserting or reasonably understood to the asserting that the plaintiffs were responsible for the murder of O'Keefe and the cover-up of their purported role in that murder, Read published numerous defamatory statements, both directly and through her accomplice, Turtleboy. Reed state, oh, I bet you Turtleboy, maybe he was there that night. Maybe he was hiding in the bushes and he was just waiting for John to get there so he could push him down into the snow, knowing that he had been so liquored up he couldn't find his way back to his feet. And that's what happened. And then now they're going to make bajillions of dollars on a book deal because that's not an antiquated way of doing it. That's how this whole fake thing you guys got me going into is going to end up being. The harassment had nothing to do with the buffer zone. Wait, you're in denial? But yes, it does. It burns when someone takes your pizza. I'll tell you what, someone took my pizza, I'd be upset. I'd be so upset. That's why I always offer to go get it, and I eat a slice on the way home. Can't believe your son took your pizza. These publications were not only individually defamatory, but also part of the continuous course of conduct starting in 2023 and continuing through today, sitting, asserting, implying, and suggesting that the plaintiffs were responsible for the murder of O'Keefe and engaged in a cover-up, in part framing Read for O'Keefe's death. The statements contained in the Read's campaign of harassment and abuse constitute defamation per se. The harmful nature of the defamatory statements is self-evident. Isn't per se literally self-evident? So they wrote the same sentence twice. The defamatory statements implicate the plaintiffs in heinous criminal conduct. Heinous! It was heinous criminal conduct. False implications of criminal conduct constitute classic defamation per se. Read statements were of and concerning each of the plaintiffs. She repeatedly identified plaintiffs by names, and her audience understood the defamatory statements to refer specifically to the plaintiffs. The defamatory statements were published to third parties, including Turtleboy's hundreds of thousands of followers. 163,000. See, that's what I was talking about. It's 163,000 is a lot less than hundreds of thousands. Right here. 119. All right, hang on a second. Hold on a second. Let me go back. Read statements were false. The plaintiffs did not murder John O'Keefe, did not participate in any conspiracy to murder O'Keefe, and did not engage in any of the cover-up of O'Keefe's death, and did not frame Read for murder. Read knew her statements were false because she was present when O'Keefe was struck by her vehicle. Made multiple admissions to first responders that she hit O'Keefe, and acknowledged to her own attorney that she may have had some element of culpability in O'Keefe's death. See, I got a feeling you know a lot more about this than I do. Because to me, it just seems like words on a page. I just, it's just filler for the suit. It sounds good. Sounds good. You guys, like, I'm full, and you guys are making me hungry. Reads defamatory statements have injured the plaintiff's reputations and images and have exposed the plaintiffs to public and private hatred, contempt, and ridicule. These false publications have caused the plaintiffs actual to sustain and have caused the plaintiffs actual to sustain and oh, I see what you're saying now, Amy. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Yes. That's what um yeah, it's stupid. The plaintiffs Read published her outrageous, cruel, and malicious lies about the plaintiffs negligently with knowledge that the statements were false. You negligently do something with knowledge? Isn't knowing one of the negligent? Isn't knowing reckless, knowing, negligent? What are the four elements of a tort? Gosh, man, I'm losing it tonight. So she was negligent with knowledge that the statements were false, with the reckless disregard. Oh, now she's reckless. So that's three elements of tort right there. She fills all three of them. All three. Holy cow. It's so You got to put everything down the paper. These acts of defendant Read can result in damages to the plaintiffs. Count 2, paragraphs 1 and 116 are incorporated and realleged as fully set forth herein. I repeatedly published the following statements asserting the reasonably understood in of repeatedly publishing false statements asserting or reasonably understood to be asserting that the plaintiffs were responsible for the murder of O'Keefe and a cover-up of their purported role in that murder. Turtleboy published numerous defamatory statements. Turtleboy's statements were false. The plaintiffs did not murder John O'Keefe, did not participate in the conspiracy to murder O'Keefe, did not engage in any cover-up of O'Keefe's death, and did not frame Read for murder. No, none of them can get, they're all there together, but none of them remember what happened. They all know what happened, but it's all entirely different stories. You know, if they had the same story, we wouldn't be here. Oh, or duty of care. Duty of care. Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah. You have to have a duty of care, breach of that duty, causation, and actual damage. Yeah. No. What am I thinking of? It's yeah. It's reckless. No. Intentional tort, reckless, negligent. There's another one. I think. I can't remember. How is the New Jersey Devil? What's going on, babe? How you doing? Glad to see you. Proving that the defamation claim in Massachusetts is proving that the defendants published a false statement about the plaintiff to a third party, causing reputational harm with at least negligent regard to the truth. It must be a factual assertion rather than an opinion, and the claim must be filed within a 3-year statute of limitations. Thank you so much. 14 months of non-wiggles. You are 4 months away from turning 2, Vision. 4 months. 2. My kids are good at eating pizza, getting girls' phone numbers, and being late to school. Hey, you know what? I can relate to all that. Hey, how did prom go for your son? Wiggle, 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 wiggle. I did not mean to have your Oh, no, I'm ending the stream. Oh, gosh. Wrong button. I did not mean to have, I was going to do that for Vision real quick. Courtney, I feel like an ass now. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to be quiet. Turtleboy knew or had reason to know his statements were false because he received the information exclusively from Read and her legal team, who were motivated to deflect blame from Read. Oh my gosh, that is right there. You can't. To me, because you have a constitutional right to a defense, that statement right there completely undermines this entire argument here. This right here is, I mean, it circumvents this whole suit. You have no more standing. If the legal team said it, then you think of it as being true. I mean, the trial, the jurors believed you. Oh, Zach, my son asked if he's adopted. I said, no, I can't find anyone to take you. Zach, I was in college, and my parents came in town to take me out to eat, and so they came in town. And waitress comes and asks, everybody, and I was like, hold on, I don't know what I want yet. And my dad's like, geez. And he looks right at the waitress and he says, he's only here because I didn't believe in abortion. I died laughing. I thought that was the funny thing. My mom went to the left, one of those lefts, just nails my dad. Hit him in the arm, Something happened downstairs. Hopefully it has nothing to do with me. B, he made no independent journalistic effort to verify the accuracy of the murder accusations before publishing them. He just told you it came from the defense team. C, he repeatedly ignored or dismissed evidence contradicting his narrative. You don't have, oh my gosh, this right here, this is not standing. This is not how you get standing for defamation. D, he admitted to it that he protected Karen Read and lied about their relationship to conceal the source of his information. Well, guess what? It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. What is lying about a relationship with Karen Read have jack and to do with a defamation lawsuit? I mean, really, what does it have? Jeez, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. No wonder they're. Hey, EJs, how you doing? What's going on? It undermines the plaintiff's claims, mostly because almost all of their footnotes show Aidan investigated the accuracy of any claims. That's why people were telling me I should read the footnotes. Thank you. I didn't read the footnotes. They're so small, and they're at the bottom of the page. I don't like reading things at the bottom of the page. Next time I share with you, I'll tell you the joke that got my son sent to the principal's office. It came in Super Chat, YouTube, when they go through. Oh. Well, let's not do that one on my channel. How about that? Let's do that one. We'll do that on somebody else's channel. We're on a page. We're on page 38 of 2500. To borrow their sauna? Hey, do they have a daughter over there? Your son, because he's a cool guy. I think he's cool. Are you gonna bring him to Dollywood? I could teach him everything I know. Oh my gosh. Okay. These plaintiffs were not only individually these publications were not only individually defamatory, but also part of a continuous course of conduct starting in 2023 and continuing through today, stating, asserting, implying, and suggesting that the plaintiffs were responsible for the murder of John O'Keefe and engaged in a cover-up in part of framing Read for O'Keefe's death. The statements contained in Kearney's campaign of harassment. I like that term. And abuse constitute defamation per se. The harmful nature of the defamatory statements is self-evident. You're evoking a little Abraham Lincoln there. The defamatory statements implicate the plaintiffs in heinous criminal conduct. False implications of criminal conduct constitute classic defamation per se. Turtleboy's statements were of and concerning such each of the plaintiffs. He repeatedly identified plaintiffs by name. His audience understood the defamatory statements to refer specifically to the plaintiffs. The defamatory statements were published to third parties, including Turtleboy's hundreds of thousands of followers across multiple social media platforms, blog readers, podcast listeners, and television viewers. Turtleboy made these defamatory statements in an effort to increase his viewership and to profit financially. Oh my gosh. I'll tell you what, when Massachusetts learns about the basics of capitalism, man, why's my leg hurt right here? Ow. That hurts really. Oh, I got hit by a stick. That's why. That's another one. Kearney's defamatory publications readily identified the plaintiffs to hundreds of thousands of people. Turtleboy's defamatory publications were broadcast to hundreds of thousands of people. His defamatory publications have injured the plaintiff's reputations and images and have exposed the plaintiffs to public and private hatred. Prefrontal cortex. I think that's an excuse. That's just an excuse. As Baker would say, oh my, what? What did Baker, do you say, oh my? Is that your thing now?
Yes. No, forget it.
Oh. Zach does not know time. He's always been here. All right, where is this? Let's go down here to count 3: aiding and abetting defamation and defamation per se. As to defendant, read aiding and abetting. No, I'm not reading aiding and abetting. Okay, well, you have to prove that there's defamation. Count 4: aiding and abetting defamation and defamation per se for Turtleboy. Count 5: intentional infliction of emotional distress. Now, this one gets me because I was always told like this is the impossible thing to prove is intentional infliction of emotional distress. It's one of those things that you always add on to a lawsuit, kind of hoping, maybe. But I don't know. It's hard to prove. Loss of consortium was one of the major parts. I remember that. Paragraphs 1 through 116 have incorporated and re-alleged as if fully set forth herein. In engaging in her campaign of outrageous and false statements about the plaintiffs, Reed intended to inflict emotional distress or knew or should have known that the emotional distress was the likely result of her conduct. Reed's conduct was extreme and outrageous. Reed's conduct was extreme and outrageous because 149. Reed's conduct was extreme and outrageous. 150. Reed's conduct was extreme and outrageous because she orchestrated a coordinated campaign to falsely accuse the plaintiffs of murder and conspiracy to frame her. Knowing these accusations were false, Reed deliberately used an intermediary and encrypted communications to funnel false statements to Turtleboy for maximum public dissemination. Hired a private investigator previously associated with Harvey Weinstein. Like this, what does this have to do with anything today? What does this have to do with Jack Baloney in Massachusetts? My leg really does hurt. I think I don't know. I've got a sentinel and has invaded my body. Does that make sense to you guys? Like Venom from Spider-Man. So catch you around the tubes another time. Heather, I'm here every day. Every day. Oh, you should join X. You'll see a lot more of me. Beautiful side of me. My purdy side. All right. Well, Harvey Weinstein to confront plaintiffs and celebrate the destruction of plaintiffs' reputations while monetizing the resulting publicity. Reed's conduct exceeded all bounds of decency because she knowingly destroyed the reputations and lives of innocent people to deflect attention away from her own culpability in O'Keefe's death. But it's just factually untrue. You would have to prove. You can think she did, like, you can think OJ did it, but he didn't. Okay. You can. Oh, I wish I could say things you can't say on YouTube. Like if you ran for an office and you won, but you didn't win. Like that would be something like that. But I'm not saying anybody has ever done that. But that's an example of no, I'm not part of an AI system. I'm not AI. I love YouTube. It's my favorite. I do love it. I do. I think the platform is wonderful. And I'm thankful every day. I say my prayers to Al Gore, thanking him for inventing this. And I would help him hunt down Man Bear Pig. The defense conduct was so outrageous in character and so extreme in degree as to go beyond all possible bounds of decency and to be regarded as atrocious and utterly intolerable to any civilized community. The plaintiffs have suffered actual and substantial damages as a direct and proximate result of Reed's conduct. Count 6, intentional infliction of emotional distress on Turtleboy. Okay, let's see here. What did he really do? He published over 545 blog posts. He stalked and confronted plaintiffs at their homes. I thought this said in their homes. At their homes, workplaces, and children's extracurricular activities. Publicly released the plaintiff's personal identifying information, including did he hold on here? Did he put out their social security numbers? I mean, like that's this social security numbers, home address, and phone numbers. I mean, I could see that being an issue because like that is how you get identity theft. And I say that with experience because my identity was stolen. And that's why I had to change my name to the expert. Kelly, how are you doing? Jim McCabe is not your friend? I think you ought to give it another shot, Zach. Yeah, but still, I mean, it's a little. I mean, okay, at that point, it's public information, but it's still a little. Why do you need a social security number in a court document? I mean, why would you ever need a social? I would say no. I'm not giving you my social security number. No, you don't need it. The doctor doesn't need your social security number either. Don't give it to him. The emotional distress sustained by the plaintiffs was severe. As a direct and proximate result of Turtleboy's conduct, the plaintiffs suffered severe emotional distress, including but not limited to anxiety, fear for their personal safety and the safety of their families, depression, humiliation, damage to personal and professional relationships, and the inability to participate in normal daily activities without fear of harassment or confrontation. Nothing has stopped them from being able to butt dial. They can butt dial. They can do the butt dialing national competition. In light of the prior experience with similar types of negligent, false, and reckless statements, defendant Turtleboy knew that the publications would cause the plaintiffs to suffer harassment and potential violence. Blah, 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 blah. Count 7, aiding and abetting intentional infliction. How do you... So she did intentional infliction, and she also aided and abetted. Among other things, alleged reconcealing and intentional. As a direct and proximate result, the defendant reads wrongful conduct. The plaintiff has been injured and damaged to the trial above. And where's the? I guess she knowingly, recklessly, negligently, and with legal malice. Malice. That's what I was thinking of. Negligent. So knowingly, recklessly, negligent, and malice are the four things I was thinking of. Mental culpability. Right? It's the mental culpability of a tort. She aided and abetted the foreseeable, wrongful, and tortious conduct of defendant Turtleboy against plaintiffs described above, blah, blah, blah. Count 8, aiding and abetting intentional infliction of emotional distress as to Turtleboy. He did the same thing for Read. Negligent infliction of emotional distress as to defendant Read. Oh, is intentional and negligent infliction of emotional distress? Oh, I'm not reading that. Well, it's the same thing. It's just that you put no a forethought into it. You were just negligent. You weren't thinking about the outcome of your actions. Negligent. It is very repetitive, but they got to get it all in there, don't they, Amy? I mean, it's how you do it. It's just blah, 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 blah. Count 11, aiding and abetting negligent infliction. Okay, it's the same stuff. Aiding and abetting negligent this time. Count 13, civil conspiracy. All the paragraphs above are incorporated. The defendants acting in concert with each other conspired by concerted action to pursue a campaign of defamation, harassment, abuse, and intimidation, resulting in severe emotional distress on the plaintiffs, which included numerous unlawful acts or unlawful acts by unlawful means as described above. The defendants formed an agreement, whether express or implied, to defame the plaintiffs and through their intentional, reckless, and negligent conduct to inflict severe emotional distress to them. The agreement is evidenced by A, Read's use of intermediaries encrypted. It's the same thing I said before. B, Turtleboy's admission that he received information from her legal team. C, Read's praise and encouragement of Turtleboy's publications. D, their coordinated timing of publications to coincide with court proceedings. Oh my gosh. They coordinated to have. They coordinated the news to coincide with newsworthy things. Oh my gosh. He does that. Underscore. He's over in another chat right now. He has, if you ever see the setup, he has like where like I have a laptop here. He has a system of like 6 or 8 phones in front of him, all going at the same time. It's very the defendant's misconduct was undertaken with malice, willfulness, recklessness, and negligent indifference to the rights of others. These acts of the defendants resulted in damage to the plaintiffs. Count 14, Massachusetts Unfair Trade Practices Act. How's this getting in here? Turtleboy in the course of trade or commerce, unethically, oppressively, immorally, or unscrupulously. This has nothing to do with defamation, though, right? The Unfair Trade Practices Act. Kearney's defamatory statements about the plans were integral to his commercial business model or designed to attract paying customers to generate revenue. The campaign of lies, abuse, and harassment was a deceptive and unfair practice and offended public policy. Turtleboy's conduct constitutes unfair methods of competition and unfair or deceptive acts or practices in the conduct of trade or commerce within the meaning. So, okay, whoa. They just blew their calls of action out of the water again. So if he did that because of commercial unfair methods of competition and unfair deceptive acts or practices in the conduct of trade or commerce, ladies and gentlemen, they're admitting that Turtleboy is a journalist. King Bob. Love you, brother. Holy cow. Yeah, it's not supposed to. It's not supposed to at all. Oh, you get treble damages. So where like defamation may have like a cap on it, so like $50,000. If you violate this act, it's treble of damages. So it's $150,000. Oh my gosh! Of course, because they all have money. Good catch. Yeah, look at it that way. Definitely would argue. Yeah, they're saying that he's in a trade. Is journalism not a trade? I mean, law's a trade. Doctors are a trade. Mechanics are a trade. Are journalists a trade? Ooh. And she's not talking about chicken. Or maybe she is.
She did this over a 10-piece chicken wing.
Yeah. The actual damages were $1 million, $3 million. Is that the cap? I'm just curious. Turtleboy's reprehensible conduct caused substantial injury to the plaintiff that is not outweighed by any countervailing benefits to consumers or competition, and the plaintiffs themselves could not have reasonably avoided. Turtleboy's monetization of defamatory content about private individuals continues, an unfair business practice. It's only a business. I mean, what else would they say he is if he's not a journalist? What else are you? Holy cow. I need Yodels. I need her to help this. She is so good. Turtleboy's cast his outrageous, cruel, malicious lies about the plaintiff's negligently or with the knowledge that the statements were false, or with reckless disregard to whether they were or not they were true. Turtleboy's conduct was willful and knowing, entitling the plaintiffs to an award of double or treble damages. Turtleboy deliberately built a commercial enterprise around defaming the plaintiffs, knowing his statements were false or acting with reckless disregard to their falsity. Plaintiffs with their counsel served a demand letter on Turtleboy at least 30 days prior to the filing of this complaint pursuant detailing the underlying facts of this cause of action with reasonable specificity. So did we know that before this dropped? Did we know? Was Turtleboy talking about it? When they need to be paying consumers of his product to be in trade? No, he makes ad revenue off of this. I mean, there's So, okay, the FAA is in charge of drones. You know, the drone footage, fly that little helicopter, you get pictures of it. You are not allowed to have one over a certain size. You are not allowed to make any of them profitable. Now, I think that's an unconstitutional thing, but that's a different story. So, what is a profit? They have defined a profit, something profitable. You can upload something to YouTube if you're not monetized. You can't put it up on a non-monetized stream because that would be promoting people to come in and see your channel, become subscribers, become part of the algorithm, and then contribute to the monetization of your channel. That's how the federal government looks at drone footage. Isn't that weird? So no, you don't have to pay to be a consumer. Oh my gosh. Melissa Jane says, I like, anyways, she says, I like members and I want more.
Wiggle, 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 yeah. 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 Wiggle, 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 yeah.
I am out of drink, and I almost got up to get one. I was thinking I had time, but then you'd have gotten 125 wiggles, and I don't know if your poor little heart could take that, MJ. Oh my gosh! Oh, I love her. I love her. Yeah, it's weird. Monetization's a broad thing. Right, let's see here. Where are we? Oop, oop, oop. Request for relief. Therefore, the reasons set forth above, the plaintiffs respectfully request the court grant the following relief. Enter judgment in favor of the plaintiffs on all counts. Award damages in an amount to be determined at trial, but to exceed at least this court's jurisdictional limit. Oh, including double or treble damages in an amount to be determined at trial, but to exceed. They want damages that exceed the jurisdictional limit. That's a good way of asking for it. Award punitive damages in an amount to be determined at trial. Award the plaintiff's reasonable attorney's fees, costs, expenses of this litigation, and pre-judgment interest. E. Award any such legal, equitable, and declaratory relief as the court deems just and proper. Jury demanded. They demanded jury trial. They demanded trial by jury on all issues so triable. And there is everybody who does that. Wow, we made it through. We actually made it through this. Holy moly. So there you go. And look at me, I'm big again. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Anyway, Mellow Stiletto. Yay, it's over. Well, you know what, though? It may not be over because we have, if I can find it, one more. Oh, hang on. Let me see how the tornadoes are doing. Oh, that's where Zach is. He went over to his weird stream. So, tornadoes are in Arkansas. Not here yet. That's all I care about. Sorry, y'all. Well, I don't want any of y'all to be in the path, in the way. All right, let's see here. That is, what's this? That's not the. I need this to say Oh, there you go. Let me see. We got her channel and her post. And she had 3 days ago. Okay, so I did the Bang Bang song and poetry. Oh, that hurt. That hurt so bad. Oh. Can I think Microdots, I need to watch that one. But oh, this is 39 minutes. I didn't realize this. I thought this was something different. Okay, never mind. Never mind. We'll do that tomorrow. Ryan somebody. Yes. Yes. All right, let's see here. I suppose I just have a hard time understanding how the unfair trade practices section is applicable. I feel like most of the entire thing is a reach, and that one doesn't make any sense to me. Each case. So let's break this down. One, I was surprised to see that. Okay, so to me, I'm sitting there saying, okay, they try to sit here and say all day long that Turtleboy is not a journalist, but yet that specifically applies to that would say that he's a journalist. That's how I kind of feel right now. So I think that's weird, right? So we have that out there. But in the end, so you're thinking of it like, what is the commodity that's being exchanged? Do you pay for YouTube Prime? If you pay for YouTube Prime, it's like $13 a month. When you watch, so you're watching me, however long you watch me for, a percentage, a portion of that of your memberships, your YouTube Prime membership, goes to the content creator. So I think it's like I might make. I think one time I looked at it and I made like $20 for a month. Okay, so yeah, like what's a month? Oh, hang on a second. Let me. I don't mind. Oh, I didn't get that. All right, hang on a second. Let me look at my stuff. So I don't like my computer. I lost 2 subscribers tonight. All right, I am. So let's see, what's my average there? All right, so I give around 4,000 hours a month of watch time. So that you figure 4,000 hours, whatever the percentage is, and they figure out they don't tell us what the breakdown is for members. But then each video you do, okay, so if you see an ad come up, that's based on like how many views. So you get paid and they tell you that number. Like you get like I've gone up to where I'm at $10 now. I used to be like $3 what I was worth. So now if there's a 1,000 views, I'll make $10 in ad revenue. I get about 300 to 400 views a video. So I think like 1 month I made like $20 on memberships. But anyway, that's all that goes into. What that means is that is the commodity. Okay, where you don't pay anything actually. You're not sending a super chat in, you're not a member, you're not like that, anything like that. But yet that's how they're applying it to be under that act. Does any of that help any? Miss Divine's here. What pagan poetry? Pagan poetry. How you doing, Miss Divine? What's going on? I've been worried about you. You should have been here when we had someone come in telling us that Karen was going to jail. I was like, but the trial's over. She was found innocent 2 times. Did I miss some turbulence in chat? Yes. Kimberly Ray, I was And the process came out. Proof step power. Needles put away. Operating principles goes to sleep. Whoa, Oasis, you lost power in Memphis? Holy cow. Well, what did I do with that? Hang on a second, guys. Let's check this out real quick. So Kimberly Ray lives in West Tennessee. All right. And that means that what happens there will eventually be here where I am, East Tennessee. And stop screen and we'll share. And let's do the volume.
There, Marble Hill. Rotation's been pretty broad on this storm, but if there's a tornado, it's going to be going to Zalma, Advance, and Murfreesboro and Carbondale. We are starting to see a little bit of convergence trying to come together here. So we'll be monitoring a tornado risk as that goes towards Marion. I know we have some people tuning in from Marion right now, and I think it's pretty important to stay tuned because this possible tornado risk will be going towards you guys here soon.
Okay, so why would they? So would they need to show their YouTube
little area of convergence right now developing just off to your west?
No, you just once you're monetized and you accept the terms of the agreement, you're part of the. I have a contract with YouTube.
Yes, I'm getting food. I'm getting a strawberry banana smoothie,
and that is
a barbecue chicken and cheese quesadilla, and some garlic aioli mac and cheese from Wawa. I need
Makes
food.
sense.
Thank you for the super chat. How sure worried should I be?
I have
Richmond,
my handy
Indiana.
dandy flashlight.
There's no reason to be worried.
Oh, that's awesome.
Just make sure you're staying away from windows when these severe storms come by. If you're under a tornado warning, you got to take more precautions.
So many flashlights, I lose them.
There is a pretty legit risk right now. Very significant damaging winds for Indianapolis specifically.
You guys can't tell.
We got a really big surge of wind going into Indianapolis. There's actually rotation developing southwest of Indianapolis right now.
That's not really a flashlight. How'd that turn off? Oh, I just turned it down.
Yeah, there's rotation developing again right along I-70 southwest of Indianapolis. So we got to watch this.
That's the closest thing I have to me. I took one.
If you live near Beech Grove or Greenwood or Mooresville, we got to be taking shelter. Damaging winds are going to be very significant. There is also a possibility that this could produce a tornado.
Vegans are missing their B vitamins. Boy, that's what you missed. Everyone talking, telling me to break it off. I don't know what to think. Well, I mean... I have to get that video.
So if we have any traffic
I've got a great video I just found.
Hey, Wild for the super chat. Much love
from Indianapolis. Oh, gosh.
Some dinner. Appreciate that. I'm getting it right now.
All right. Well,
let's see. This is near Mooresville.
Guys, please.
There is a possible tornado developing here near Mooresville, just off to the west of Mooresville.
Okay. And y'all, if there's stuff that happens here, I'll go live. Okay, so it might be like in the middle of the night. I'll go outside. I'll stand there. I'll be like, look at this. I'll be like, what are those weather the weather channel guys? I'll stand there with the Wimbledon. Oh, I can't believe it. It's unbelievable. And then, like someone in flip flops walks by behind them. That's what it is. No, that's shizzy. I think would be more in line with your sexual preference. Shizzy, I think. Did anyone ever go to the Twister ride at Universal Studios back in the day? No, and I haven't been to. I go to Dollywood. _ I hope you can make it to Dollywood this year. It's June 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Not to make light of people actually in tornadoes right now, but that was a great ride. So, he also argued because Bahamas both are hall pass. Well, I could see that. Bahamas definitely. Yeah, you should. It should. It's gonna be a great time. And that also reminds me that I've missed out on a lot of work I need to be doing for that. And I am tired, so I would not be doing it tonight. Is a Hollywood FNL on June 5th. It's gonna be Dollywood. It's Dollywood. June 5th is gonna be a live FNL. That's the part that's so great. So, the Friday Night Live, we do it live. Everybody shows up, and it's a great, great thing. It's live studio audience. That's the great part. And then, just hang out with your friends, and it's BYOB, you know. And yeah, we just have a good time. Dollywood is the 4th, and on the 3rd is we just have a meet and greet that evening. We get to meet everybody and say, "Hey, oh my gosh, I know you. Oh my goodness. Is that underscore from the chat? I can't believe it. Oh my gosh, KDD, it's so great to see you in real life. Miss Divine. Oh my gosh. You ought to change your name to Miss So Fine." It's like that. And we're just hanging out. It's a good time. And we did this when we were all nobodies. And then now we got a lot of people are showing up that a lot of people are interested in it. A lot of creators that are they're big channels, huge things, and they're just people are just kind of amazed that I've put this little thing together for 3 years now. And I'm very blessed. I like to surround myself by great people, and I absolutely love it. I love being around awesome people. Yeah, go to Max Velocity, y'all, to stay safe tonight. It'll be looks like it's gonna be a heck of a ride. It's gonna be a heck of a ride. But anyway, I love you guys. If you have any questions about the Dollywood thing, if you're in the Discord, in my Discord, there's a Dollywood section. You can message me. Email's the worst. Hit me up on X. It's the best. And also, if you're going to Dollywood, I'll say this: make sure you follow me on X, because I'll put everything up there. And also make sure that you have notifications turned on for this channel, so that way we do things, we'll be live and all that stuff. But other than that, you guys, you're awesome. Streamer Baker needs to visit Cedar Point. Isn't that in I don't know where that is. So, oh my gosh, are you really? Underscore. Hang on, let's see if I might be able to find that real quick. Can I find that? Oh, actually, you know what? I got distracted here. Let me share some with you guys. So I just saw last night I know what I looked up. All right, hang on. Share screen. I want to share this with you because I just love this picture. Look at that blue girl right there. Oh. And whoops. Sorry, you guys can't look at that part. Anyway, where is the I need to take that off. Let me go here. There we go. Where is search? And hit up Dollywood. And where is there it is. There's a picture I wanted. And so many buttons today. I feel button illiterate. There's Dolly's bedroom on her bus. That is Dolly Parton's bus. Isn't that fun? It is there at Dollywood. So, and her dresses are in there and all the other stuff. It's fun. It's cool. Anyway, yeah, that's it, guys. I love y'all. Thank you. Ohio. That's where Australia is. It's in the dome. Genuine. You just got here. I'm leaving. But hey, we finished the document, the lawsuit. Finally. I mean, yeah.